Alright fellas, here we are back in Pokemon Masters to review the next Sync Pair Scout, which is going to be the Variety Galar Rival Trio banner. Okay, 3 characters who do not deserve to be varieties, which, I mean, they're all cool characters, but these characters literally have Master Varolz. Why are we giving them varieties? Varieties should be delegated to characters that, like, have few or no alts. At least in my opinion. But whatever, sure. It's a banner of all time. They're dropping tomorrow alongside the Super Scoring event, their solo event. Yeah, just those 2 events. We'll be in this Scout stuff later on Thursday. And the battle prep? And the costume? I'm curious. Okay, whatever. Anyway, whatever. So these characters are very, very built for not the damage challenge itself, but they are releasing alongside the damage challenge, which is water, grass, and fire, and they are fire, grass, and water. I mean, come on. It's fucking 2 and 2. They're kind of made to be for this damage challenge, but also, of course, be, you know, good in other areas. Of course, it's a triple feature variety scout. You don't get to go on a banner for each of them individually for the better rates, but at the same time, if you just want a grab bag of characters, then, of course, there's some pretty, you know, decent value there. They do have a paid scout here, which seems to be about 10,000 paid gems for the, guaranteed. Yeah, there we go. 10,000 paid gems for a guaranteed character. I don't know if you get to select a character on the final multi, and then you also get a ticket at the very end, or if it's just a ticket here, which should be a guaranteed one of the 3. I do not know if that's confirmed or not, but, well, it should be. It says variety guaranteed, so it means it should be one of the 3 guaranteed. 33% chance for each, you know, 0.3, whatever, but I also do not know if you get to select one at the end of this multi. I don't think you do, because otherwise why would they give you the ticket? But, you know, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And of course there is a regular banner as well, which gives out regular move candy coins. I will be doing dailies on the banner. I probably won't be doing the paid scout. I mean, it's not bad value, frankly. I mean, you do get a guaranteed one of these characters after 10,000 paid gems, and all of them are pretty good. And again, you do get the, of course, chance to go for them. And also, you know, this is equivalent to literally 10 daily discounts. So honestly, I'll probably do this multi right here. I'll probably do this one at the very least, just because that's pretty solid value right there. But whatever, anyway. Again, you do have the regular banner here as well, and the ticket scout, which is going to be guaranteeing you, one of these characters. So, banner overall, not too bad value. Should be 1.5% rates for each character, assuming they are done right. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't be, but I guess we'll start going into the kits. All of them are pretty solid. I think that, in my opinion, Hop is the weirdest one, because you can easily make good use of Marnie with her support EX roll and Bede from how much damage he does. Hop is in a very weird middle ground because of his EX roll being Strike, but he's still really solid. And we'll go over Marnie first, because she's the first one on this list, so sure, I guess. So, all of these characters share a very similar role of being Field with different corresponding EX roll, and all having a very similar base kit of being able to set their certain field effect, and also having certain other abilities. We'll get into it, right? So, Marnie and the others, for the most part, have similar stats. Has a level 45 star, 5 stars, 640 HP, 336 attack, 176 defenses, and 314 speed. With EX and level 150 investment, that goes up to nearly 400 attack, 770 health, 224 defenses, and 370 speed. These are good stats, for sure. These are pretty good stats all across the board, and the support EX roll makes her stats even better, giving her very solid defensive stats, and obviously, I mean, support EX roll on her sync move, she is a base field character, so there's already good value in using her sync move because you get that field, right? Support field is one of the best combinations, in my opinion, in the game, simply because being able to set that field effect with basically no repercussion, whether the character has a good nuke or not, is really good. That would have changed my opinion on New Year's Wallace quite a bit. Anyway, she's got Pyro Ball here, 4-gauge move, 200, well, if you go to 3 out of 5 for her, 189 power, targets one opponent, 90 accuracy, 10% chance to burn, thaws her if she's frozen, cool. She's also got Sunny Day here, 2-gauge, 2 uses, makes the weather sunny, we all know how that works, and again, you do get that field DX effect, so she's already got 3 different ways to set sun, which is really, really solid. And she got the buddy move, Explosive Power Ball, which is a 2-gauge, 2-use move, 264 power, targets all enemies with 100 accuracy, is activated whenever the user uses any move once, and deactivated when used, so very easy to activate. It removes frozen, 10% chance to burn, power and chance of applying additional effects are not lower if there are multiple targets, so AoE non-split damage. Applies super effective next to all allies, increases physical and special moves next to all allies by 1. This is the effect, and basically for all these buddy moves, all have a similar effect to this. Marnie is a mixed character, or at least buffs characters in a mixed fashion, so she increases physical and special moves next, and of course applies super effective next as well. Obviously, you can see where this has great effect in the damage challenge. She's obviously going to be able to apply Sun to boost fire-type allies, and support extra on top of that, and also apply the super effective next buff with this, and physical and special moves next for just extra damage on ally moves. Only problem with this is that it's, of course, a buddy move animation, takes a little bit, but other than that, you're getting good effects with it. Super effective next, and the physical and special moves next, most notably. Right. She's also got her trainer move Charge on Ahead, which reduces the sync countdown of an ally by 1 and increases the physical and special moves next of an ally by 2. Very good supportive trainer move, so if you do, again, need extra buffs, she's here for it. She gives a lot of physical and special moves next, as we can tell. She's got Fiery Combo as her passive, raising attack by 4, accuracy by 2, and crit by 3 on entry. This is a very strong entry effect. You literally do not have to buff her whatsoever. Great for the rally, great for the battle rally, and the fucking battle dial, yeah, that, if it was still a relevant game mode. But, you know, you get the stats on entry, so it doesn't require MP. Pretty cool. Anyway, user set Sun sets the Galar defensive circle. She applies this Galar circle defensive to allow through the play when the user turns the weather sunny. So, she has 3 instances of the Galar Circle. That is very strong already. And she's also got Sunny hit free moves next 9, giving her guaranteed free moves next in Sun. That is a very good gauge managing ability, especially because of how many gauges Pyro Ball already uses. So Marnie's already looking really, really solid. She's got very good support with the physical and special moves next, the super effective next, the sync, a little bit of sync countdown, very good consistent Sun, boosted by support EX, or well, made more effective by the support EX, and 3 instances at minimum of the Galar Circle. That is effective. That is very, very strong. Galar Circle is already really, really good because there's a lot of good fire-type characters from Galar specifically. You're going to want to run with her. I mean, if we just want to look at options, hello Kabu. Okay, we'll just go to theme skills and just choose Galar characters. I mean, look at this. All of these characters are good besides, like, base Leon. And I guess, you know, Lodge Kabu, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. I can see a good duo there. Anyway, whatever. Arc Suit Leon, new character, new hype, big character, whatever. This is how they literally designed this, the damage challenge for him. Like, let's actually go and take a look at the damage challenge. Where is it at? I think it'd be in Quest, right? Super sparring. Yeah, okay. So, no rules here. It's versus Hop, Fire, 3v3. Yeah, so it's a 3v3 battle. They want you to use a character that's AoE. Arc Suit Leon applies Fire, rebuff AoE. He's got a pretty good Fire nuke. Works with Marnie with the Galar defensive circle, which boosts his nuke. Super effective next, boosts his nuke. Physical and special moves next, boosts his damaging moves. You can see how that's being built here, right? I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. But even outside of that, I mean, the circle's already really good. It applies extra buffs to the team and gives you extra damage reduction. That's very strong. So, in base, this character's already good. Now, I want to go ahead and skip on next, before looking at her grid, to Hop. Hop does a similar thing. If we look at Hop's stats, they are relatively similar to Marnie's. I mean, there is some discrepancy for sure, not like immense, you know, not like extremely different, but, you know, there is a minor difference, like 222 defense, special defense, 235 defense. These are a little bit different in stats. Attacks about the same, if not exactly the same. 775 HP, 350 speed. EX roll being Strike, this boosts his attack instead. He's got 434 attack now. I think he gained some HP. Yeah, he gained some HP as well here, like 50 HP or so. 60, I think. Pretty good. Obviously, so Hop's more damage-oriented. Marnie gained the support EX, Hop gained the Strike EX, so he's going to have an AoE sync move. He's got Drum Beating. Again, keep all this in mind, similar to Marnie, where she's got Pyro Ball. This debuffs enemy speed, and also has 176 power. He's got Grassy Terrain. Very, very solid. Field effect, obviously healing grass-type allies every time they take a turn. Whatever, every turn they do something, sure. and also his buddy move, Scattershot Drum Beating, which is infinite use, 4 gauge, all opponents, 330 power. Very, very strong already. Power not lowered if there are multiple targets and lowers enemy speed by 1 stat rank. But it needs to be activated whenever the team sync pair uses a max move 1 time. And if we want to take a look, not this one. Not that passive. Let's see. This one. This passive here. So obviously they want to run with Milo. Reduces sync countdown by 1 after the team sync pair uses a max move. Increases physical moves next of all allies after the sync pair uses a max move. Then we go back to Hop. Activated whenever the team sync pair uses a max move 1 time. I don't know how, I mean, what else is there? So, obviously, they want you to use these. Also, I want to go ahead and re-add. I forgot to mention, they've got Dynamax, so Marnie's actually got 4 sets of Sun. So, 4 instances of defensive circle. Same thing with Hop, right? He's able to set Grassy Terrain twice here, once off the sync move, and once off of the max move. Very effective at setting their respective terrains. And in Hop's case, he's got the guaranteed attack and crit on entry, same as Marnie, except she's got accuracy too. He's able to buff the physical Galar circle, so any physical attacking Galar characters are going to be getting extra buffs, but of course the whole team's going to be getting extra buffs anyway, so very good for physical attacking characters. And also he gets free moves next on Grassy Terrain. Hello, Grassy Glide 2.0. Which is kind of how Rillaboom's meant to run, so it's pretty funny. And then he's got the Trainer move here, which reduces sync countdown of an ally by 1, applies super effective next to an ally, and increases the ally physical moves next by 3. More super effective next. So they really want you to pair him with, what's the conditions here for this stage? It's probably AoE Grass, right? Yeah, AoE Grass with opponents immune to status conditions and interference. So you probably want to run with like fucking Aaron or something like that. And then any other really strong multi-target grass character or striker or whatever. Maybe like Mix Red or something like that. I think Mix Red's one of the best grass damage challenge characters in the game or something like that. At least he's close, right? But of course, you can also run Hop. He's got the Strike EX roll, right? So, yeah, they really want you to be able to pair these characters with other characters for the damage challenge. That is pretty much how they're built, even though they're also going to be good elsewhere again. Grassy Terrain's really good. So that's Hop's effects. Again, this buddy move effect sucks. You only have 3 max moves on a team, and that's not even guaranteed. Like, it depends really on what your setup is. Of course, you can run him with other, Galar characters or Grassy Terrain characters. Like, again, Mix Red's got max overgrowth. Greta's got max overgrowth. I mean, there's a lot of options there. And also for other Galar characters, like there's Victor. Victor's not a bad one, another good strong grass character that has extra synergy with him. Let's look for Galar grass characters. I'm pretty sure it's literally just Victor and Gloria. Oh no, it's also Milo and Serena. Yeah, okay. Sonia doesn't have a max move. You've got a max move. You do not. You have a max move. So these 2 characters can work pretty well with Hop. I mean, again, it's their intended design. And also having speed debuffs, just, Milo works pretty well with Victor too, or Hop as well. Though Victor as well, but whatever. And then we'll end off with Bede, I guess. Again, I'm just looking at these characters initially for your first. Same case. Like, stats, roughly the same for the most part. Though Bede does have better offenses. He's got, at 6 X level 150, 450 special attack already, which is really good. 222 defenses, same as Marnie, I believe. 394 speed, 765 health. And then Tech EX roll boosting all those stats again. 470 special attack is really good. The 242 defenses is very nice here as well. And the HP is good too. So, very good stats on Bede's end. He's got Snipe Shot, guaranteeing, this move kind of sucks in power. 140 power is not that great for Gauge especially, but he's got the buddy move, High Pressure Snipe Shot. Activated when the team sync pair uses a sync move once, deactivated when used, crits land easily, special defense is debuffed by 3, 2 gauge, whatever. It's strong. 440 power is NUTS nuts. That's very strong, obviously, and he's going to be a very, very, very powerful single target damage dealer just because of that. And again, Rain Dance, Field EX, max move. He's able to set Rain 4 times, and you guessed it, he's got the Galar Special Circle. So 4 instances of the Galar Special Circle, further boosting his really strong buddy move here, alongside things like buffing his special attack and crit on entry here with this passive Gentleman's Combo, and the free moves next on Rainy Hit, making the 4 gauges on Snipe Shot a lot more, a lot less, I guess, annoying. So that's good. And then he's got Find, and then the Trainer move, reducing sync count of an ally by 1, applying super effective next, and increasing special moves next by 3. Special moves next by 3. Again, damage challenge oriented. Let's take a guess here. Do you think that the water damage challenge is single target? I'll give you a moment to think about it. Okay. Oh, look at it, single target. And physical damage is reduced significantly. So guess who they want you to use? This guy. Yeah, that's what their intent is. Or, of course, Dahlia. I mean, which he also enhances. Debuff special defense for her. He's able to apply super effective next to her. I mean, you know, it doesn't take too much to know. Or, you know, Champion Serena as well. Same case. You know, debuff special defense makes it easier for her to be, you know, get strong, and again, super effective next, rain applying, all of that good stuff. Bede is there for it. But also at the same time, again, he is meant to be more so a substitute, I would say, if you don't have her. But also, again, at the same time, you can still just actively use him as a supportive character for that role. So, getting out of the way of how these characters are designed to be built, how do they actually function in general? Well, Marnie is already pretty strong. I mean, she's got a strong buddy move, which is used twice. She's got a strong base power move. Again, 180-ish power is already really strong, off of pretty good offensive stats, like 394 at max investment. It's not too bad. She's got good physical moves next buffs, tons of it, especially off of the buddy move here, which is really strong. Support EX. She's able to set the sun 4 times, the Galar circle defensive 4 times. That's already good abilities. And with the grid, it gets better. I mean, she's got Healing Sun to actually provide healing to herself, making her pretty consistent probably for the legendary Galar, giving her a healing tile for that game mode rather, especially off of those good defensive stats. It's very helpful. She's got Solar Flare 9 for actually buffing her sync move, so not only are you actually able to use the sync move for just setting, you know, getting support EX and setting sun, but you can actually use it for some pretty solid damage too. She's got Sunny hit defenses down 9, so if you want to enhance your damage or your team's damage even more, she's got defense and special defense debuffs here at 3 out of 5. That's also really good. Training with NPR for if you need more sync countdown, more physical moves next, whatever, or special moves next as well. Whichever you need, more training with NPR for you. And she's also got Train to Move Physical Boost and Smart Command here for respective physical and special moves next buffs, depending on what you need, or if you need both of them. I guess pick up both of them, though I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. Well, it is how that works, but yeah, sure. Pick it up however you want. I'm not saying it's super valuable, but I mean, it is there as an option. Point being, though, either way, I mean, this is so clearly meant for, like, the damage challenge. It's nuts. She's got Furious Brawn as well, which is buffing her moves. Of course, her DPS is already pretty solid. I mean, this is just going to make it even better. Giving her an actual multiplier is good, obviously. And again, she doesn't use any gauge. That's one of the best things about this character, is that she's got all these good abilities, and she doesn't use any gauge. It's pretty damn good, especially because she's going to definitely be maintaining Sun. And if she isn't maintaining Sun by herself, you can be sure as shit her partner's Champion Leaf or Signasu Morty or whoever are going to be doing it for her, no doubt. Then a few other abilities here, like Hostile Environment 4 for 50% burn chances, extra gauge up, which she doesn't need, but, you know, could be helpful for the team. Max Flare power up and Max Countdown 2 for some sync acceleration, which, again, could be good for not only, you know, maintaining sync acceleration just in general, but also just a damage challenge, right? So her grid's pretty good. Damage tile, nuking tile. Her nuke isn't that great. I mean, it's similar, probably similar area to like Summer Gardenia or something like that. But at the very least, her kit is more supportive focused anyway, which is why she's got the support EX role. She's able to debuff mixed defensive stats, apply these physical and special moves next buffs to the whole team, and more so act as like a side damaging character that is meant to enhance your other damage dealer. So, yeah. Furious Brawn does that very good justice. And overall, she's really strong. She is definitely very strong. But of course, they've got to be. They got to make those Galar characters really, really good so people want to pull for them. Yeah. Hop, again, in my opinion, is like the one that's kind of in a weird spot. Mostly because he's only got a similar multiplier to Marnie, where he's got a 90% multiplier in grassy terrain here, but he does not have anything else. Super Sync is nice. This like, you know, helps that out. That helps that case a decent bit more. Again, especially in the damage challenge, where you use a sync move every time, get super effective next, and well, your next sync move is powered up. That's where you get the most usage out of these tiles. But again, you can also get them out of any other Grass Week stage, like Argenta, or any Grass Week Champion Stadium Battle, or fucking, I don't think, Regirock. Sure, yeah, Regirock, which he might actually solo. He can probably solo Regirock, right? Yeah, he can solo Regirock. There's no way he can. Well, his defensive stats actually aren't that great. No, they're fine. He could probably solo Regirock. I'm sure. Surely. Anyway, whatever, not the point. Super Sync 9, very nice. I mean, good damage challenge tile, good any Grass Week stage tile. Trainer moves, ally sync boost 4. This is going to be good for him because, again, he does lack his nuke. The fact that he lacks a nuke is probably one of the worst things about him. If he had like an extra 50% or 100% up to 100% multiplier, then I would not be really saying this. But I do think that his nuke is not that great. I mean, he can definitely make it work in other content, but mostly for like a damage challenge purpose, I don't see. It's kind of counterintuitive, at least how he's built. If he would have had another nuking tile instead of like, I don't know, fucking chase down or fucking whatever else, I mean, I think it would have been better. Like, chase down's a good tile, but honestly, I would have definitely rather than just sacrificed this for like an extra 50 to 100% nuke tile. I think that would have been better. But chase down, of course, having speed debuffs actually, powers up his drum beating and his buddy drum beating. Not, obviously got its own power. He's got the same abilities as Marnie with the gauge acceleration on his max move, the max countdown, and the max overgrowth, all having about the same effect. Sync acceleration is good in the damage challenge and most content where you want to maintain just sync. Sprint, especially with Datamine gaining the Sprint EX roll. So if you want to pair them up together, then you can. Especially pretty decent combo there. Max overgrowth here for extra power on the max move. Verdant immunity for preventing status conditions, pretty nice. Grassy cushion for reducing damage. That's pretty good combined with the healing that you already get out of using grassy terrain, or using a move in grassy terrain rather. That's nice. Trip up 9 for extra speed debuffs if the drum beating speed debuffs are too slow for you. Sure, I suppose. Turn of NPR for more super effective next, physical moves next, and acceleration. Again, a lot of these tiles are super focused on these 3 tiles here are super focused on the damage challenge. This tile in general is also pretty good just for making his nuke good in any content you use him in. Chase down 3 is good for powering up his powerful moves here, especially that buddy move, giving it good power, and everything else is pretty nice as well. He's got some good damage challenge properties, good legendary gauntlet properties, and decent gimmick check in other game modes like, again, Ultimate Battles, where he's able to set like grassy terrain or something, getting rid of psychic terrain in Argenta's Ultimate Battle, debuffing speed, good for stages that need speed debuffs, or like Nita or whatever. All these characters have good components in pretty much all content, meaning that the banner, despite the fact that these are lazy varieties or whatever, is actually pretty good value, all things considered. And moving on to Bede, finally, I think Bede is, I don't think he's the... Okay, honestly, I'm going to be biased and say he's the best because I love Inteleon, but I also think that he's really, really strong anyway because he's a field tech. Field tech has 412 power here at 3 out of 5 on the sync move, and just skipping to the grid, he's already got Smarty Pants and Shower Power 9. He's actually got 2 nuking tiles. And I guess Critical Strike 1 if you really want to run that, I guess. Yeah, sure. Either way, Smarty Pants plus Shower Power 9, these are good nuking tiles. Off of a 470 special attack stat, being able to set Rain off of that sync move is going to be giving him a lot of good value to actually use that sync move, and it's going to be strong. And I like that. And again, he also gets the buddy move activated every time he or the team sync pair uses their sync move, so you can easily chain his sync move into a usage of this really strong buddy move. And again, they are probably building around that single target water damage challenge where they want Bede to be good for that stage specifically, even though he probably will end up getting replaced with options like Dahlia or Champion Serena. But that's fine because he still can definitely find a slot in if players' boxes who don't have those characters or just for good purposes of setting his rank. He's really good for that. And also, again, the super effective next, the Galar circle, like all these characters, like consider all the abilities I've already stated in their grid that are good, that are mediocre, whatever, but also consider they're still setting their respective terrain or their circle on top of all of that with free gauge and support the ability to support allies with super effective next or physical or special moves next or both. Yeah, I mean, these characters are maintaining a lot of high value traits for a lot of the modern content. Anyway, max countdown 2, max move gauge acceleration, max geyser, all same abilities. I mean, I don't think that this is definitely not going to be really great in the legendary gauntlet because of how the fact they've already got free gauge for pretty much the entire duration of those fights. I mean, my god, 4 different sets of their field effects already crazy strong. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, gauge acceleration could be good for the team, but whatever. About the same case as the rest. Max geyser power up, max countdown 2, all the same case as the others for the most part. Max move hit special defense down if you do need extra special defense debuffs, which I don't think you will using this character, but if you do, then sure. He can kind of chain that alongside the buddy move here, giving you some extra power. He's got the sync move special boost 2 here, giving him special moves next by 2 after using his sync move. This is meant to be chained directly into the buddy move or stacked in the form of, again, the damage challenge, where you can stack up, 4 or 5 syncs with him, and then, you know, finish off with a 440 base power move that is boosted by +8 to +10 special moves next, which is really, really good. And even, again, outside of that game mode where every sync cycle you use a sync move, you chain that into a buddy move that is then +2 special moves next boosted, and is going to be unleashing a lot of power. I don't think this is going to be one of the strongest, you know, attacks for sure every single turn. It's going to be definitely, at least in my opinion, I think it's going to be akin to that of like, you know, Champion Marnie's buddy move, or I don't know, like Ray's buddy move, like those levels of strength, if not, you know, more so because it is a single target with 440 power instead of like 300 or so. He's got Furious Brain here as well, you know, special attack buffs. Very, very nice. Also, this is buffed by the circle, just want to say. Anyway, his special attack buffs provide him an actual multiplier. Super easy to activate, of course. Soften up one for guaranteed crits on the sync move. Could be useful. Rain immunity here, providing status condition immunity in Rain. I think the one thing that he lacks is healing. That's definitely one of his bigger problems, is the fact that he lacks healing. But, I mean, that can easily be remedied in some areas, so not really too worried about it. I think they meant to give him Healing Rain, or whatever, Refreshing Rain? Yeah, Refreshing Rain instead of Racing Rain, but whatever, that's okay. So, yeah, I mean, Bede's got similarly good effects as the other two. He's definitely more focused on damage. Like, you can see where Hop and Marnie are focused on, like, okay, well, they're all focused on supportive ability, but Marnie more so, Marnie and Hop more so can be focused on like utility with their defensive debuffs in Marnie's case, or healing and like burn applying, and Hop obviously with his grassy terrain healing, speed debuffs, stuff like that. Obviously makes them more focused on like a little bit more utility, but also still, you know, can do good damage and whatever. Where Bede's still got good utility, you know, again, same thing as theirs with the circle, the super effective next applying, and special moves next applying and whatnot. You can tell he's definitely more focused on damage. The special moves next here, the extra multipliers, the guaranteed crits on the sync move, all of that kind of just apply that same effect. He's got less supportive ability and less, I guess, sustainability, quote unquote, and more of an ability to actually deal damage. Though again, Hop and Marnie can too, just probably not to the level of Bede's damage. But yeah, overall, I mean, that's my thoughts about these characters. They're all going to be good. Like, I'm not going to say they're going to have like, oh, the best nuke in their type, or the best DPS in their type, or whatever, but they all have a very strong effect. Notably, Bede's amazing damage on top of his ability to set the Rain and the Galar Special Circle, Marnie's ability to set Sun, apply Support EX alongside that Sun, and apply the defensive Galar Circle, and Hop in that weird middle ground, but still being able to set the physical, buff ally physical damage, apply Grassy Terrain to the whole team, and still have good supportive abilities, you know, similar, probably to the best of the physical moves next buffing for any, like, damage-dealing character. For your allies, rather, being able to raise it by 3 here and apply sync move boost as well. I mean, yeah, these are good effects. These are all good effects on all of these characters, and they've all got their very, very good traits. So, yeah, I mean, I like them all as kits. I just don't like the variety. But, of course, I will be doing daily discounts on their banner because I do kind of want all of them. I mean, they've all got really, really strong traits, and I'm very, very appreciative of how good they are. So, yeah. Anyway, whatever. That's my thoughts on the banner. Let me know if you're going to be summoning. Let me know if you're going to be skipping. If you want to compete in the damage challenge, I would say at the very least Marnie's got a lot of value. You could definitely probably replace Bede and Hop for sure. But I'd say Marnie is definitely the one that could get a lot of usage just because of all of the extra boost she applies, mostly support EX and Sun for those fire stages. I think it's going to be really good. Really, really good. But yeah, whatever. I'll see y'all later. Hope y'all enjoy. Good luck on your summons. Good luck on your skipping. And good luck on the damage challenge. Peace.